masyadong nalilimitahan yung galaw ng mga shooters natin.
Mr. Reyes, I would like to disagree with you. I cannot concur with your statement as a lawmaker.
Yes, sir.
Why do you have to loosen the law? For you to win again?
Sana po mga sir, bigyan po ninyo kaming ng pagkakataon na mailabas po namin ang aming mga rifles.
Ano po ang basis ninyo para sabihin ninyo lahat tayo may threat? Paki-correct po ninyo kasi hindi po tama yon na parang sobrang gulo na sa Pilipinas.
Reyes, kasamahan ko sa pelikula. Ilan na ba napatay mo sa pelikula using licensed
Ilang
firearms?
beses na akong pinatay. Good morning, Mr. Chairman and Your Honor.
You are now recognized, Mr. Efren Reyes Jr. Go ahead.
Thank you po. As a representative of Philippine Shooters and Match Officers Confederation headed by former TESDA Secretary Suharto Mangudadatu, former congressman too. I'm being the Vice President External of PSMOC. The position right now is I agree with mostly of all their resentments and with regards to the mga bills na they're trying to pass, and the position right now for PSMOC is the shooters. Ever since the enactment of the RA 10591, we have been what you call this disenfranchised. Nawala na po ang karapatan ng mga shooters with regards to permit to transport. Before, we were enjoying permit to transport na mga 6 months, even yung iba nga mga binibigyan pa ng 1 year na permit to transport to all firing ranges in the Philippines, including practices and competitions. Ngayon, we are merely limited to 5 days for every competition. Wala pang, kung magwa-practice ka, kailangan pang kumuha ng permit to transport ulit. Masyadong nalilimitahan yung galaw ng mga shooters natin, where in fact, our shooters also represent the Philippines in world competitions. By limiting our practices and competitions, nahihirapan tayo sumali. But in fact, lately, we have been champions in a world shoot. Mr. Topacio, saan yun? 1, 2, 3, sila ang tatlong pan-Pilipinas lahat ang nanalo. Australasia ba? We are one of the best shooters in the world. If we restrict our shooters, baka bumaba tayo sa standing natin. Yun lang po ang request ng PSMOC for this time.
Mr. Reyes, I would like to disagree with you. Wala pa naman itong mga batas na ito nung nanalo ng 1, 2, 3, di po ba?
Ito
Wala
na
pa
po.
naman eh. It's the present law kung bakit nanalo yung ating mga competitors na sinasabi mo. Why would you say na hindi naman nanalo kung ipapasa natin itong mga bills na ito? What is your basis?
Nalilimitahan po yung ibang mga shooters
hindi nga
natin.
nalilimitahan nun. Nanalo na nga sila eh. Ikaw na mismo ang nagsabi eh.
Opo. Yung iba po, meron
So,
konting...
ibig mo sabihin, kailangan natin luwagan.
Luwagan lang po natin ang
Bakit
konti.
po?
Ha? Dahil nalilimitahan po yung mga competitors
Hindi,
natin.
It's limited by law. Bakit po natin luluwagan? What is your logic behind that? Kasi I cannot concur with your statement as a lawmaker.
Because yung iba po, binibigyan lang po ng permit to carry na with 500 rounds.
Nanalo na nga sila with that eh.
Yes, sir.
Why do you have to loosen the law? For you to win again?
Or to maintain?
Maintain lang po natin.
Siguro yan.
That's why I do not
Ilagay lang
agree
po
with your
natin.
point, Mr. Reyes.
Kasi nga po, yung mga nakaraang mga chief PNP po, I'm not mentioning na, napunta po sa chief PNP ang pagbibigay ng permit to carry sa mga sport shooters, wherein we do not carry, we merely transport the firearms.
Hindi. Ang point ko, Mr. Reyes, with the
Opo.
present law, nanalo na kayo ng 1, 2, 3. Yun ang sabi mo eh.
Opo.
Oh, tapos ngayon, luluwagan para magkaroon kayo ng 5,000 na ammunition for one. Kasi limited to 500 according to the law.
The 500 is for the transport of the firearm, of the ammunition to the range.
Yes.
Yung 5,000...
That is not enough.
The 500, usually po, 500 is kung minsan kinukulang pa ang shooter sa firing range for a competition.
Yung PNP, do you agree with that? That 500 is not enough for practice? For one practice session? Under the law, they can replenish? Oh, what's the problem?
Opo.
Wala palang problema eh.
So, ang sinasabi ni Chairman Acop ay we created champions, di ba? The best, no? Using the present law. And in this bill, increasing the amount of ammunition, no? Parang hindi natin nabibit yung purpose, di ba? Unless that we wanted to have more champions, no? In different categories. So probably that's the best answer.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, we will just submit our position paper later.
Okay. All right. Kasi yun lang yung narrative po ni Chairman Acop that since we have already approved yung law and we created champions at mga magagaling sa buong mundo, palagay ko ay marami pa na maghahangad kung mas marami yung nagagamit nating mga ammunition during practices ng mga associations. Anyway, siguro, Chairman Acop, we will be discussing that thoroughly on the technical working group. Talagang medyo masalimuot tong isyung to. So we will be proceeding to the next Mr. Topacio, are you raising your hand?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Mr. Chair, to answer the question lang of the good Congressman Acop, I think si Mr. Reyes, hindi niya masyado explain. A lot of these shooters during the gun ban and most of the time when they practice, a lot of them are in the US because in the US, they don't restrict ammunition. If you talk to any shooter here in the Philippines, especially those who compete abroad, I mean, my brother is part of the national team for shotgun, and he can only bring a certain amount of rounds during practice rounds. The minimum amount of ammunition, if you want to train competitively, if you want to go to the World Cup, if you want to join the Olympics or the SEA Games, is at least 1,000 to 1,500 rounds a day. And we are only being allowed, I believe, if you're a sport shooter, 500. And during that time, Mr. Chair, even if you replenish, it takes probably a week at most to get a permit to transport. Whereas if you're a competitive shooter and you're representing the Philippines, you would need to practice almost every day if possible. So I think that is the reason why these proposed amendments are being kaya siya linalatag po sa inyo, Mr. Chair. It's not only to allow yung amount of ammunition to be owned, but also most of the reason is because sport shooters really need to practice with a lot of ammunition. And bear in mind po, Mr. Chair, with the increase of ammunition na pinopropose po dito sa House Bill, from what we understand, this does not only include the civilians. Because as gun stores po, whenever we sell ammunition, even to law enforcement, may it be the PNP, NBI, PDEA, AFP, when they buy ammunition in their personal capacity, we can only sell them 50 rounds.
Okay. That's understandable. Now,
Mr. Chair.
before, sige, Congressman Acop, then Congressman Plato.
Kasi yun lang ang provided for by law and you have to abide by that. Di ba? That is what the law says. Otherwise, criminal cases will be filed against you
Yes.
if you violate that.
Yes. That's why we support the amendment nga po, Mr. Congressman. Thank you po.
Alright, so we will be, medyo umiinit na ang ating discussion and that's the reason why we need to create a technical working group on this matter. Kasi medyo contentious yan. Pero because we have an existing law and we have to follow it, And that's the reason why meron tayong amendments na gagawin natin. But, of course, it
Mr.
will be also debatable on the technical working group. Congressman Plato, go ahead.
Mr. Chair, thank you, Mr. Chair. Ito lang question ko, I would like to direct Mr. Chair sa mga gun owners, itong mga gun clubs. Mr. Chair, yung bang Mr. Reyes, meron ba kayong mga, tuloy ba, yung mga continuing seminar tungkol dito sa mga, kasi nangyayari dito sa umpisa lang ang seminar. May lisensya 5 or 10 years ang license ngayon, dapat siguro may continuing para sa mga storage practices, yung mga tungkol na updated laws and regulations, at saka yung mga conflict resolution techniques and responsible handling of firearms in various situations. Meron ba tayong ginagawang seminar o doon lang sa umpisa? Sa umpisa lang ba?
Meron naman po mga gun ownership na na mga nagpapaseminar. Sino ba yung mga nagpapaseminar sa responsible gun ownership? Merong isang group na kina 5-0 ba? Unfortunately, 5-0 is not here to what do they call the group?
Mr. Chair, may I?
Ma'am, you are now recognized, please.
Sir, before one can get a license to own and possess firearm, they have to go through a gun safety seminar.
Yeah, of course.
However, along the way, many of the firearm dealers and those also who conduct shooting ranges have classes very often, which the enthusiasts are free to join, whether they want to learn more about how to properly shoot or more also on proper maintenance and law, following the law regarding the firearms and ammunition that they have.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, salamat po. So we'll be proceeding to the next resource person from Mr. Paul Ong Tevez ng Pistolerong Pinoy. You are recognized.
Magandang umaga po, Mr. Chair, Honorable Congressmen, mga panauhin at mga resource persons. Una, nagpapasalamat po kami sa pagkakataon na ibinigay niyo po sa amin na nasa gun community na mapakinggan po ang boses ng mga responsible gun owners. Ako po si Mr. Paul Tevez, mas kilala po sa online o social media, Pistolerong Pinoy. In behalf of the responsible gun owners or the gun community, nais po namin iparating sa kinauukulan ang mga sumusunod. Actually, marami po yung mga proposals na ito kung i-gather ko po yun, kulang po yung page ng aking So ilan lang po ito sa mga proposals na gusto ko iparating ngayon. Yung iba kasi sinabit ko na po sa aking position paper. Ito lang po yung mga example po ng mga naisip parating ng gun community. Una po, yung validity po ng permit to carry firearm outside the residence o yung PTC FOR. Sa kasalukuyan po kasi nasa 2 taon lang po tayo, 2 years po. Ang gusto po namin o proposal po namin, gawin man lang po ito na 5 years. 5 years po, pero sana hindi po yung excess yung fee. Kasi ang nangyari po sa fee natin yung unang taon po, yung dati ang PTC FOR po ay 1 taon nasa 6,200. Nung ginawa pong 2 taon, na double the price po yun. So ang gusto po sana ng gun community, parang sa LTO license po, na-extend po siya ng 10 taon, pero yung fee, ganun pa rin po. Sana po mapagbigyan po kami. Number 2 po, yung streamlining po ng requirements para sa pagkuha po ng PTC FOR. Kasi sa pagkuha po ng PTC FOR, kailangan pa po natin ng threat assessment. At sa threat assessment po kasi, selective lang po yung mga exempted sa threat assessment sa pagkuha ng PTC FOR. Sa tingin po ng gun community, lahat naman po tayo ay may threat. Hindi lang po sa bahay. Paglabas po natin, hindi po natin alam kung ano po yung pwede mangyari sa atin. Pwede po tayong maging biktima ng crime o mga, alam niyo na po, mga masasamang loob. Sana po, prayers po namin, tanggalin na lang po sana yung threat assessment. And ito, last na po ito. Yung issuance po ng permit to transport ng 5.56 rifles o 7.62. Sa ngayon po kasi ang nai-issuehan lang ng permit to transport ay mga pistols, revolvers. Sana po mapagbigyan po tayo. Bakit po kailangan natin ng permit to transport ng mga rifles? Kasi po, para po makapag-practice po kami sa range. And hindi po natin masasabi, wag naman po sana mangyari, no? Pagka magkagulo po rito, kami pong mga legal gun owners ay pwede pong maging force multipliers. Kaya po, paano po kami magiging force multipliers kung yung mga rifles po namin ay nakatambay lang po sa bahay o nagiging paperweight lang po, nakadisplay lang po nasa gun cabinet? Sana po mga sir, bigyan po ninyo kaming ng pagkakataon na mailabas po namin ang aming mga rifles upang makapag-practice po kami. Huwag po kayo mag-alala, kami pong mga responsible gun owners ay dumaan po sa mga requirements po ninyo, neuropsych, drug test. Sumunod po kami sa lahat ng mga requirements, patakaran po ng kinauukulan upang makakuha po kami ng LTAP. Sana po it's about time na pagkatiwalaan niyo naman po ang mga responsible gun owners. Huwag niyo po kami pagdudahan o hindi po kami yung kalaban. Sabi nga po nila Ma'am Gina, pare-pareho po tayong galit sa mga loose firearm. Sila po yung nagkokos ng crime, hindi po kami.
Mr.
At
Chair.
kung meron man po na meron po man mga responsible gun owners na gumawa ng crime, I think it's about less than 0.1% lang po yun, ayon po sa statistics. Muli po, nagpapasalamat po kami, mga legal gun owners na sa gun community, sa pagkakataon na binigay po niyo sa amin.
Mr. Chair.
Okay, Congressman, are you done with your, are you done,
Apo.
Sige, Congressman Busita, please.
Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang i-clarify kay Mr. Ong Tebes. Ano po ang basis ninyo para sabihin ninyo lahat tayo may threat?
Kung nababalitaan naman po natin sa mga balita, sa mga newspapers, sa mga TV, may mga naho-hold up po, yung mga ganun, nabibiktima po ng crime.
So, Mr. Chair, is Mr. Ong saying na even ordinary employee dito may threat? Ganun po ba? Gusto ko lang malinawan po. Kasi medyo nakakatakot yung nyo po para sa mga ordinary individuals na lahat pala may threat.
Yeah, what I'm saying is meron po tayong potential na maging victim po ng mga crime, mga street crimes po.
So insisting po kayo na lahat may threat? Lahat? Ibig sabihin pong lahat, 100% ng Pilipino may threat? Yun po ba ang gusto niyo sabihin? Mr. Tebes?
Pwede po yun. Opo.
Hindi po yung pwede. Ang gusto ko pong i-clarify sa'yo, pag sinabi po ninyong lahat, 100%, kahit yung mga bata na inosente.
Ay, hindi naman po. Hindi naman po.
So,
I stand corrected po, Your Honor.
paki-correct po ninyo kasi hindi po tama yon na parang sobrang gulo na sa Pilipinas.
Ay, hindi naman po. Hindi po yung ibig kong sabihin, Your Honor.
Pwede po ba, Mr. Chair, na ma-strike out yung kanya statement
yes
na
po,
lahat
opo.
may threat?
Right, so there's a motion to strike out that
Thank you po,
that
Congressman
portion of your
Busita. Thank
position.
you
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Congressman Ako, please.
point of order. I think the resource person is willing to withdraw from his former statement. So there's no need to for us to come up with a motion to strike out the statement.
Opo,
of the
opo. I stand
gentleman.
corrected po. Sorry po.
Okay, so we'll be striking that out. The COMSEC is hereby directed to strike that portion of his statement. Are you satisfied, Congressman Busita? Please.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Kinorek ko lang, Mr. Chair, kasi
Opo.
yung ating pong mga kababayan, medyo naalarma pagka may mga information na hindi naman tama. Ang dami na nga fake news, dadagdagan pa natin. Maraming salamat po, Mr.
I
Chair.
agree with that. We have to be careful with our statement. No?
Sorry po, Your Honor.
Yeah, we understand. But especially now that yung social media ay napaka-bumilis pumikap ng mga statements that are being delivered on every committee on the House of Representatives. So let us be careful.